Most people think their student loan is a noose around their neck. They'll tell you they're drowning in £40,000 to £50,000 worth of debt, and they'll be paying for it for the rest of their lives. Some people even choose not to go to university because of the enormous amount of debt that they will accumulate. Or is it really a misnamed 9% graduate tax?
The media don't help, and they perpetuate this misunderstanding because, of course, scare stories sell newspapers. Now, before we go any further, we are of course talking about UK student loans.
Should you worry about UK student loan debt, and should you pay it off early? Let's check it out.
Welcome to Money Unshackled, the investment channel that sets you and your finances free. This is Andy, I'm Ben, and if you like what we say, hit the like button and click subscribe.
Also, if you want to support the channel and get rich yourself in the process, then check out some of the sweet cashback offers in the description below, where you can earn hundreds of pounds in cashback. Let's get into it. Firstly, let's bust the myth. UK student loans debt is not really a debt, at least not like any other debt out there. Repayments on normal debt is paid back based on how much is outstanding and interest rate and the defined time period. If you don't pay it back, you may be facing debt collectors who may take your possessions and everything you have. This sort of debt is very serious.
Student loan repayments, on the other hand, are not based on any of this. Rather than based on what you owe, you repay based on your earnings. Don't earn enough? Don't worry, you won't pay it back. You don't start paying it back until you earn £25,725 under Plan 2 or £18,935 under Plan 1.
In fact, you only pay 9% of your earnings over those thresholds. So, on Plan 2, let's say you earn £30,000 a year. You would pay 9% on £4,275, which is only an annual repayment of just over £385, or just £32 a month. This is unlikely to cause you any headaches. And to put it another way, don't confuse the cost of student loans with the price of university.
For lower or even middle earners, you are unlikely to ever pay back the £9,000 a year in tuition fees. See it more as a no-win, no-fee sort of arrangement.
The debt gets written off. Unbelievably, the debt will eventually get written off even if you haven't repaid a penny. There are different rules for when they get written off based on when you started higher education and whether you're from England, Wales, Scotland or Northern Ireland. For simplicity, the date the debt gets written off ranges from 25 to 30 years. A debt that you will never repay should probably never be repaid early.
Pay other debts first. If you have what we refer to as bad debts, then you should probably pay these off first. These are things like credit card debts and overdrafts. If you have a good debt, then we wouldn't pay this off at all, but this depends on your attitude to debt and risk. As a reminder, a good debt is matched by an investment that grows at a faster rate than the cost of the debt. We can't go into detail right now with the scope of this video, but we've covered this topic many times on our channel, so consider subscribing to learn more.
What if you're already debt-free? The answer is still probably no to paying off those student loans early because, number one, you may be able to earn more by saving or investing than what the actual student loan costs.
And number two, you can avoid having to borrow at a later date at higher rates. You might one day want a mortgage or require capital for a business startup or something else. You will never again be offered such favourable loan terms.
What about the high interest rate? Until 2012, the interest rate was set at the rate of inflation, RPI, so the debt did not grow in real terms. Therefore, we both agreed that it would be complete madness to pay it off early. Since 2012, there is genuine interest added to the debt for some people, although it sure is complicated in how it is applied and by how much. Explaining it here goes beyond the scope of this video.
Despite this, what we've said still applies. It doesn't matter how much the loan grows by if you never pay it off. Hypothetically, let's pretend it grew to over £1 million. Does this matter? No, because you will continue to pay based on your earnings and eventually it's wiped clean. The size of the debt and the interest rate has no impact on how much you actually pay back each year.
Should you invest or pay down your student loans? If you've seen our videos before, then you'll know that investing can set you financially free. But paying down some of your student loans early will have zero effect on the amount of repayments that you have to make, because remember, as we've discussed, these are based on your earnings.
So, using the example from earlier where you're earning £30,000 annually and making repayments of just £32 a month, you would only need to invest £6,400 at a 6% return to cover the £32 monthly student loan repayment.
For us, it's a no-brainer. Go to university, supercharge your skills, and only pay back the debt from your supercharged income when required. If you never earn the big bucks, then consider it free education.
Question of the day: how do you feel about student loans? And will you be paying off your debt or investing? Let us know in the comments below.
Thanks for watching. On this channel we talk a lot about personal finance, investing and all things money. And if you want to see more great content, please click the subscribe button below.
This is MoneyUnshackled.com. See you next time.